Hello, Scorpio. This is Lily Rose, and I'm here to do your tarot card reading. If it doesn't resonate, check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Do subscribe because I will be picking people to do free readings for. Once you subscribe, you'll be automatically entered to get a free reading. Also, do like the video because I will be doing bonus readings for whoever likes the videos the most on each round. So let's get started, Scorpio. I'm going to do a 9-card spread, okay? This is either your energy, their energy, or your energies together, okay? You got community. So there is something going on in your community. Either you have a business in the community, this person that you care about. I'm a love reader, let's be honest, but there is a person in your community, okay? Or you are wanting to build a community, okay? Soul family, soul tie, right? Truth. There is something to do with your intuition. So you do know the truth to something. Okay. Or this is their energy. I do kind of pull these for you guys. And it does seem to kind of talk about mirroring or like connections. Like look at message in a bottle. There's definitely a connection here. Okay. It could be a soul, obviously a soulmate, soul tie. You got truth be told. You could be needing to listen to your intuition. You got new life. This person's going to change your life. But all that glitters is not gold. Okay, remember that. So it is important to look at someone's insides and their actions, not what they say. Right, Scorpio? Okay, let's get started here. Let me check my camera and make sure we're good to go. That's good enough, isn't it? All right, let's rock and roll. Okay. Okay, this is on the bottom of the deck. New life, birth of new idea, miracles happening, dreams coming true, new energy enters into old relationship, commitment to others. So this could be an old a connection that someone you've already been with, right? Now, that's not going to be for all of you. Some of you do not like taking exes back, and that is fine. Everyone's different, right? This could be a friend. It could be someone you had a one date with. It could be anything, okay? Now, with the community, you got 8, 14, 15. So there may be children involved. I mean, obviously we all have children, but you might have a blended family or you might blend your family. Like maybe you have one kid, they have two. They could be a year apart and then one could be younger. So there could be 3 total. Okay. Anyway, that's just for one person. Sometimes I'll say random stuff. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. Okay. A belonging, being seen and understood, sense of family and friendship, soul family. Like I said, this is finding your soul family, finding people like you. Okay. If when you're a giver, at some point you realize you're a giver, hopefully, and you heal, and then you start to find people that are more like you, right? Because takers love givers, and so we end up being in toxic connections, right? So Scorpio, you are a water sign like me, right? I'm Pisces, and we do tend to attract those kind of people, okay? But not once we heal. Okay, honestly, accepting things as face value, clarity and communication, action. So here's communication as well. Action on, actually, listen, what I just said. Someone's going to show you who they are. Someone might be taking off their mask. Someone could have been wearing a mask. Look, you got 2 masks. And someone's coming out of the mask. Okay, but this is definitely like soul family, picking a different, maybe this person's not your usual type, maybe because they're healthy or they've healed, right? That's why we're here, right? We don't go on tarot card readings because we're in a fantastic situation. We go on for guidance, right? But there is something to do with your intuition. Some of you already know who this person is. But have your boundaries up. Make sure they show you who they are, not just say who they are, right? We don't even know someone for a year. So people pretend and then, you don't know them for a year. That's usually how it goes. Spirit will send you signs. Believe in them. Positive news, letter, phone call, email. The signs are all over the place. So like I said, some of you are seeing signs and synchronicities. Like dreaming about them. Okay. That's not going to be for everybody, right? Some of this may resonate. All of it may resonate. Some of it may resonate, right? I got the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and then you've got the Ace of Wands. Damn. So there is attraction here. There is a new beginning here. Okay. Now, if you are not taking back anyone that, if someone comes back and you automatically say no and you block them or whatever, that's fine. But This could just be a new person, like a soulmate that went through the stuff that I'm talking about, and they're coming in, right? So everyone's story is going to be a little bit different, okay? But there is a new passionate beginning. There is a new opportunity to take the blindfold off. Some of you may have a choice. Some of you may not see this coming. Some of you may be like denying this as well when it first comes in. You may make them prove themselves. But this Two of Swords, this person's blinded and they need to make a decision. Some of you may need to make a decision between two people. Okay? Damn, like that. This person could be older than you. You could be older than them. There could be an age difference. Okay? Knight of Swords, communication. Again, the Emperor, Aries. Stable, grounded. If this is you and your business, looks like you're about to get a new opportunity in business. Okay? Or something creative. And you're going to be the boss. Okay? I'll try to do some career and stuff. I'm not really a career reader, but more of a love reader, but I will do my best. If it comes up, it comes up. You got the Knight of Swords, communication, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is about speaking, right? Like phone call, right? It's being straightforward, being truthful. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. This is stability too, right? She's got one pentacle and she ain't letting go of that pentacle. So this is about like not opening up or holding on too tight, but it could be also releasing once you take off the blindfold, right? And then you've got the World, which is transformation. Could be across the world, could be on the internet. Okay, this person could be learning karmic lessons and actually learning them, right? And evolving. What? What is this? What the heck? What the frick? What is this? 1023 there. Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank right now. The Tower. I think all water signs have got the Tower. I'm not kidding you. Page of Swords, they're watching you. You're watching them. But this is something like you're learning something, or you're creating something, or you're learning. They're about to come in with this news and you're going to learn something. Okay? Obviously. Okay, but this is also starting something. School, learning, taking a class, evolving. You know, you have this new passion in the beginning. You're going to study it, right? You might be holding on tightly to your money. You might be having some sort of money issues. You're going to come out of that, though, because you're going through a new cycle, right? There's something changing. You've got a new beginning here. Okay. Then on the bottom of the deck, you got Seven Pentacles. This is someone thinking about us. This is you thinking about them, right? We're standing there and we're longing for this person. Okay. But this is about building and wanting to keep building. So if you've started building something, you're at the 7th stage, right? There's still work that needs to go into it. Okay. And then you've got the Chariot. Okay. Movement, communication, travel. Could need to work on your car. Okay. Let's start pulling. Let's see what's going on here. I feel like I'm getting a lot of information right now, so I'm trying to like just shut my I don't want to like say a bunch of 1,000 different things, but I don't want to make this an hour-long reading, but for some reason I'm like getting a lot of hits. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Four of Swords, taking a break, going within. If you believe in red string theory, that is there, okay? This is about meditation, going within, working on ourselves, healing that inner wound, right? Healing maybe a childhood wound. Okay, but this is like could be, you know, ghosting energy or like just staying away from everyone, right? Getting your emotions balanced, right? Five of Pentacles, because you feel left out in the cold. So you may feel like someone left you out in the cold, or this is their energy, or you guys are marrying each other, right? So take it how it resonates, okay? But if this is money issues, it's going to be okay. You just have to keep going with whatever is it you've started or you're about to start. You need to make a decision here, okay? And then you got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, movement. Five of Pentacles, though, could be like feeling left on the cold. So this is like maybe somebody ghosted you or you ghosted them. There was some sort of break here. This is break. You've got Justice. Some of you could have got divorced and left out in the cold. Okay. For some of you, justice is coming in with this Ace of Wands. Okay, what's going on with the Justice and the Ace of Wands? Justice and the Ace of Wands, please. Just one. Like I said, you could be mirroring each other. And they got the Six of Pentacles. See, someone's giving back. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You're going to get justice. If this has to do with the divorce, you're going to get what's yours. Okay? So I wouldn't worry too much about that. The first year usually sucks with divorce, depending on who you're dealing with. I've seen people just do horrible things. Just take what's yours. I'll take what's mine. Let's leave, right? Like, people are ruthless. People are ruthless, like when people pass away. I just can't believe how people act sometimes when it comes to money. I'm like, dude, there's enough money. Money is a tool. You'll figure out you got to get more. So maybe you had some sort of situation happen here with money. Okay, but that will be okay. There's going to be justice there. There's going to be reciprocity. If you gave something to somebody, told them you like them, or went on a date with them and they kind of ghosted you, okay, this is ghosting energy, they're going to bring in reciprocity, right? They want to communicate and let you know what happened, right? And you might be blocked off to this. You may not even see this coming. And this is a lot for water signs right now. Okay, Ten of Swords. So endings, right? We are ending cycles. And again, this could be a long-term connection. Five of Cups. That just kind of popped out. But look at Seven of Swords. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, Lord, you goddamn. Oof. I'm going to pull one more. That's a lot of swords. Someone could have did you real dirty. Success, but you're going to get success out of this. There is a decision that you need to make. There is an ending. Look at the world. You're going to learn a lesson from the situation, or you're going to come out on top of the situation. Well, obviously with justice there, but you could have broken up with someone, right? With the Ten of Swords. They stabbed you in the back. Okay. They could have left you high and dry with money, whatever. They screwed you over, right? You're going to be victorious in the situation. Okay. They could have had an ego issue or like wanted attention somewhere else. This is just for some of you guys, okay? This is not for everybody. You could also have closed a cycle and this person could come back. I would be very careful with that energy. And we did see, make sure you're watching out for people that are showing you their actions. Actions speak louder than words, right? There's a reason people tell you to like watch people's actions, okay? But anyway, with in another situation, like you've ended a cycle, right? And somebody's coming in, okay, and they want success with you. They may have not been able to choose you due to some reason, person, place, or thing. We will pull Sibilas on that because that is intense right there. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Success, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, planning. Someone else could have got a divorce or left a long-term connection and is planning to come back and they want success. That could be another situation. Oh, look at that. Reunion. Negotiation. Yeah, this person's planning. They want to negotiate. They want to give you back. They want to give you something here. Entertainment. Some of you may be an entertainer. They may show up at your work or while you're working or, while you're entertaining. Look at you got love at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, not for all of you. This is bad, right? You may have been healing and closed out a cycle, or they did and cut off a connection, and this new person's going to come in, right? Everyone's going to be different, you guys. It's a general. You have to put yourself where you need to be, right? One more. Oh my God. There's that sneaky person. Just one, please. Yeah, the Lord, the Emperor, divine counterpart, high status man, Emperor, Lord. And then you've got this, which is good outcome. Listen up. And then you got the Balbina, the baby, the new beginning. There's going to be a new beginning here. Ooh, it's hard for me to tell because I feel like for some of you, this is like, you have to just really do your, listen to your intuition and listen to your heart. I can't, there might even be two people coming in, okay? Which I've been seeing with the water signs for sure. Okay, what's going on with this Emperor? Tell me about this Emperor. Emperor for Scorpio. Who's the Emperor? Huh, 3 of Cups. Okay, you could meet them at a wedding, celebration. Okay, they want reconciliation. Page of Wands. They're excited. They want to communicate. They want a new beginning with you. Yeah, look at that. The Sun. Boom. They could want kids with you. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. And then the freaking 9 of Pentacles. They're single. They don't want to be single anymore. Maybe they had commitment issues. Maybe they could have chose a third party over you. Person, place, or thing, right? But the Sun with the 10 of Pentacles, this is abundance. This is legacies. This is, you know, building a foundation with healthy environments, growing together, working together, building together, best friend, great intimacy, right? Like this is an explosion in the heart and in the pants, okay? That's a good connection. That's beautiful. The Sun with the 10 of Pentacles is everything. You two may be in the limelight together, or you might do something online together, okay? You're both probably attractive, very attractive people. There's something about like definitely like being like in the limelight or something like that. People watching you. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. I'll pull Stabilos later. I think I already pulled Stabilos on that. It was really the reunion. This person wants success for you. They have ended a cycle, and it wasn't easy for them to end that cycle. But they did it because they want this. Okay. And again, here we go with the 10 of Wands. Okay. They're close. These 10s are amazing because guess what? After the 10, you get the freaking Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Cups. Once you learn the lesson, you get, it's like freaking Mario, right? You get like a little mushroom, or you know, you get a coin once you like learn a lesson, right? It's this whole world. We're here to learn lessons. If you don't learn them, you get stuck. And you keep repeating the same old shit. And like, why is bad things happen to me? Because you ain't learning. You ain't growing. And you're being negative, you know? This is how it is. Okay? If you do not change, you're not willing to grow and be positive and be good to people, then you will get karma. That is life. Hangman. Okay? Being stuck. Needing to look at things from a different perspective. This person is looking at things from a different perspective. They may want to give you their perspective. They may be watching you. Okay? With the hangman. You might be watching each other. Death. They've ended something. They've transformed. Right? Look at that. Ace of Wands again. They want a new beginning. They could have passed up an opportunity. They're highly attracted to you. You got Leo. I don't really say signs, you guys, but you know, you got all the signs. You got the 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Wounded Warrior. There's a new beginning here, but this may even be your energy. Maybe you need to look at things from a different perspective. Right? So this could be you or them, or you're mirroring each other. What's going on with the 4 of Pentacles? 4 of Pentacles for Scorpio, please. 6 of Swords. Going towards calmer waters, right? The Queen of Cups again. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Leaving something, traveling, going to calmer waters, listening to your intuition, your higher power, the world. Boom. Learning lessons, elevating. You're growing. You're probably an Empress right now. And your divine counterpart, your Emperor, is here, right? This will happen. This is how energy works, right? You will attract what you put out. Okay, if you get stuck, you're gonna attract people that are toxic. If you do not grow, you will attract toxicity or people that you're gonna have to learn lessons from. You know, you might have 20-year. We're about to go into a 10-year cycle. It is super important for you to look at people's actions. Okay, if you get anything out of this reading, it's look at people's actions. Okay, this person could literally be across the world. They don't have to be. They could travel to see them. Okay, they could travel to see you. They could be on the internet. Online dating, which who doesn't, right? I mean, everyone's online dating. I'm going to pull some Stabilas on that, though, because I do kind of want to see what's going on there. Actually, I'm going to pull these. Also, what is going on with that Hangman and the 10 of Wands? Hangman and the 10 of Wands, please. Regret. Okay, what's going on with the Yeah, someone's in regret. Someone may have made a stupid decision. I don't think it's, I'm not talking about a toxic ex, right? Look at spiritual awakening. What I tell you, you're elevating. Look at unsent text messages. They have wrote up a text message and they have not sent it. Okay. Or this is you. Okay. It depends on who you are, right? But they want to communicate. They're going to communicate, right? Well, I can't say for sure because we all have free will. This person could chicken out and never do it. I mean, I don't know. I don't live with regret. So I'd rather be heartbroken and have no regret than have regret and be heartbroken. I'm just not like that. I can't do that. That's not my jam. Okay, what's going on? You got the world twice. So major lessons being learned. You got Taurus, Leo, um, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio. I'm sorry, Scorpio. Literally like learning. You might be rapidly learning lessons or like rapidly evolving because you're in this time of healing, or they're like they had a rapidly, I think they may have thought maybe they were going to lose you. And so they rapidly started changing, like learning lessons like, oh shit, I got to grow up. I got to take care of myself. I got to figure this shit out, or I'm going to lose this person. Yeah, look at Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords. They want a new beginning. There's heartbreak here. Again, red string theory, right? They don't want this heartbreak. They want a new beginning. Yeah, look at, they want to communicate. Look at the owl again. You might see owls. That might be your signs, synchronicities that you're seeing, like that the oracle said, right? Dude, I was laying in bed the night and I heard an owl, and I was like, I don't know why. Something happened the next day, and I was like, oh my God. I think I read I was a tarot card reading. It said something, and the tarot card reading was already like making sense and stuff. Because you will connect, right? You'll connect or you won't. It's just the way it is. But I was like, oh frick, I did hear an owl last night. It was really, really weird. Okay. Anyway, some of you, like I said, you might have two people come back. And that might be the Tower, right? This is also coming back around with the world. What's going on with the Tower? Tower. I just saw the Seven of Wands. That's about boundaries. Keeping up your boundaries, standing up for yourself, realizing your worth, not putting up with shit, right? You got the Hierophant and you got the Judgment. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I cannot believe that just came out. This is going to be like, they're going to move in with you right away. Oh, my God. Marriage, reborn, or you're being reborn again, or some of you are being reborn again Christians, or like being buying a house, or like working on your house, on your business. Something could be like starting a healing business in your home, or um, healing people from your home, getting some sort of spiritual guidance, therapy, hearing the horn, which is communication, right? But there's something here where it's going to be a tower. Like there might be a spiritual awakening. Like you might level up even more and like be more intuitive or be more psychic or something. This is twin flame vibes, right? You got the Emperor and you got the Four of Wands, which is twin flame vibes. You got Taurus, and then you've got Leo, uh, oh God, Aquarius and Scorpio. This is marriage, this is stability. This is like rising from the ashes. Judgment is getting what you deserve, and it's a tower. It's going to be a huge freaking shock. You might even get a home. Someone might give you a home, or you might buy a home, or you're going to be approved for a home. It's like going from rags to riches, for real. Not rags to riches, but like, I don't know how rich you're going to be. What is rich anyway? But it does look like the money situation, or like the connection is insane. With Judgment and the Four of Wands, and most of you are feeling the pull. You have to be. You know, this isn't for everybody, but you're definitely feeling those butterflies, maybe a little tingle downstairs. I don't know. But this is a very hot connection that is undeniable. It might be like, you're going to know between two people. I think you will know. Okay. Anyways, Page of Swords. This is someone could be watching you. This is higher learning, right? You got the Death card. It's your card, right? It's about rebirth, being reborn again, right? Look at the Magician. Damn. I don't know what the hell's going on. No, I always say tarot cards can take anywhere from 8 months to a year. This is a timeless reading. But I would say, in general, this could be like 6 months down here. This is a lot of craziness right here. And it looks beautiful, honestly. It looks like there's endings and being reborn again. And like I said, you're elevating and like you've got some this sounds ridiculous, but new power, but no, more, maybe it's mental power, or maybe it's like learning how to control your brain, or it's learning how to manifest better, or it's some sort of healing thing. It's really weird. Now I would say that's for a small percentage of you. Okay, and look at, you got the tower again at the bottom. For some of you, you're just ended something and you're manifesting this person, and there's a transformation with this person. What's going on with this Page of Swords? Dude, this reading's a trip. Five of Swords, ego, pride, always having to be right, say the last word, don't want to give in, you know. And then you got the King of Wands. Someone, it's like just immaturity, right? It's lack of empathy, only caring about yourself. You know, this could be fear. This person could be shy, or like manifesting you from a distance, right? Online, or like, you know, you guys are apart. But this is also someone coming back because they feel like shit. You know, guilt is there for a reason, right? We feel guilt for reasons. You know, if you don't feel guilt, then you're like a sociopath or a narcissist or something. But okay, actually, I want to pull on this tower. I want to see what this tower is. What is this tower with the Judgment and the Hierophant? Spiritual awakening. I am telling you guys, regret. You guys might level each other up. Intimacy may level you up, or like being together, or you're gonna like make each other more spiritually awakened. If you're into that, right? If you're having this spiritual, if you are not, right? This is just marriage. This is, you know, building a family together, enjoying life, doing your thing, right? Not everyone, it's going to be like a spiritual hooba jooba jooba thing, right? It's not for everyone. Fated meeting. Oh my God. You can meet this person at a wedding. You could be invited to a wedding and you could meet somebody at a wedding. Or you met them at an event. There's a fated meeting here. And I think it's going to wake you up. And you're going to like, or it's going to wake them up. And they're going to realize that they actually are like really care about you deeper than they thought they did. And it's going to scare the shit out of them. But you could meet them at a wedding. This could be an event. It could be anything where there's people, concert. I don't care. It could be somewhere, and this tower is going to happen there. Okay. Or this person's going to communicate with you and tell you, listen, I want to marry you. I want to be with you. Right. Not everyone's going to get, hey, I'm going to marry you, but this person can just call you and tell you, I want to go on a date with you. I have real feelings for you. Right. As you know, rising from the ashes, being reborn again. You got Page of freaking Cups, having a crush, longing, thinking about someone. Oh, Nine of Pentacles, right? Standing on your own, standing your ground, right? This person's single, you're single. I do not see this person with anybody at all. Okay. And then the freaking Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone's going to bring you that Ace of Pentacles, which when you have the Nine of Pentacles, you are single. When you go and get the Ten of Pentacles is when someone brings in, you two together will build legacy. Could even have a child together. Like I said, there's something about children, blended families. Maybe you don't have any kids and you will have a kid with this person. Or they have kids and you don't have kids, or you do have something with kids and bringing them together. And then, or you're going to have one together, right? Everyone's going to be different. Doesn't even have to be kids. It can be dogs. If you don't have kids, cool, whatever. If you don't like kids, that's fine. But it's some form of, you know, building little things together, like, you know, building a legacy. This person could have a dog. Like I said, you could just have a dog. But this is romance. This could be a secret admirer. right? Someone you just went on a date with, or someone maybe you talked online with, and then maybe you went back to your ex, and then you broke up with them, and now this person's back. And, it can get really dramatic out there. Everyone's story is going to be a little different. What's going on with the Chariot? And I don't feel like I say anything for nothing. That could be someone, right? Okay, Chariot, please. Scorpio. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, movement, Chariot, getting those horses in line, judgment again. Fuck. It's going to be wish fulfillment. It's going to be reborn again, obviously, with the judgment twice. You definitely have mirroring energy here. You definitely have twin flame vibes, if you believe in that. And then Three of Cups, reconciliation. On the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups, taking off the mask. This person is going to take off the mask. There could be some sort of fantasy going on. There could be some sort of like thinking about each other, and so you're pulling on each other's energy. And then look at, you got the Hierophant. Marriage. Taurus. All right, let's pull some clarifiers and see what else is going on. Let's get down with it a little bit. See if we can find out some more information. I see legacy. I see abundance. I see Emperor. I see evolving. I see doing the work, doing the hard work. And about aces about to come in. And there is aces here. There's three so far, right? That's what we want. We want those aces. We want to learn lessons so we can keep growing. Look at, I told you, twin flame vibes. And then the butterfly. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependency. If you chase somebody and you're standing on your own now and you're actually doing self-love and you're pulling away, they will feel you pull away. Okay? The more you chase, the more they run. Okay? Look at the twin flame if you believe in it. If you don't, it's just even in any connection, right? Like if you like give in the beginning, that is unattractive. You want to make sure things are balanced from the beginning, because then you're starting off the connection uneven. I'm a giver, so I have a really hard time not giving, right? So I have to like almost make myself be like, listen, you're not fulfilled. What are you going to do to get fulfilled? You need reciprocity here. So I have to tell myself that, even with my kid, even with my friends, I have to tell myself, it's not about like, oh, I did this for you or I did that for you, but it is about like, you don't want to be unfulfilled. If you give, you are going to be very lonely, because people aren't going to really appreciate it because they're used to you doing it and they're going to expect you to do it. And that's when it's not fun. When someone expects you to do something, it's not fun. Who wants to do that shit? Not me. Okay. But there is this like coming out of the cocoon, growing, next phase, healing inner child. Like I said, healing those inner child wounds, which you've done or you're about to do, right? If you haven't, you need to. Okay. Releasing the past. Yeah. Living in the past will get you nowhere. Period. Done deal. Signed, sealed, delivered. Okay. Yeah. Nostalgia. So they're thinking about you a lot. They're looking at your Facebook. They're looking at pictures. For most of you, you know who this is. Okay. That could be in your social media, right? Okay. And then they're looking at pictures of you. They're thinking about you. They're longing for you. Okay. The tables have turned. Okay. This may be you, right? Realizing that you may have ghosted someone or let somebody go that you want to start chasing. Oh my God, Apollo. I will kick your little butt. Get down. That's my cat, Apollo. And he's so freaking cute. I love him. Like when I'm sad, it comes and cuddles me. I swear cats, like, no. They're the weirdest creatures. They're really weird. Okay, anyways, what's going on here? Hooking up, Scorpio. And, not every twin flame vibe's going to come together. But if you grow and the other person doesn't grow, God will send you another soulmate. A good soulmate. And you've done the work, so you're going to get an emperor, right? Not every twin flame is going to come together. Everyone's situation is going to be different if you're in that energy, okay? Just keep growing and focus on yourself. Especially if you're the empress and you're the one that was chasing, right? It's usually the empress that's chasing is what I see, but it doesn't have to be. And then you got Cancer here. So this person could have Cancer and their sun, moon, rising in Venus. This is also Scorpio, sun, moon, rising in Venus. I think I said that. I'm not sure. And then elevation, growing up, evolving. Like you're working so much on yourself, or this person has done so much work. It kind of makes you want to cry because I know how hard it is to heal, and nobody wants to heal because it hurts. It's lonely. It's depressing. It's a very lonely world because not only when you heal, you get rid of people that you love, but you have to get rid of them because they're not treating you properly. And I think that's the shittiest part. So it is a lonely world, but once you come out of it, you'll get your soul family and you'll keep collecting soul family. You'll just be vibing with a different type of people. It's just lonely while you're doing it, and it's hard. you know I don't think we ever stop healing. I don't think so. I mean, hopefully we get breaks every now and then. Okay, let's see. Yeah, intimacy, superficial relationship. So the fortune's good, the money's good, right? But there is somebody here that you may have had a superficial connection with. So we have to be careful with that. Or this connection was superficial and you just slept together, or like, you went on one day and maybe like made out and then never talked to them again. There's something that was superficial. It's going to be deep, right? Or this is two people, like I said, coming back. Everyone's different. Pleasures, financial gain. You do have financial gain, Scorpio. Whatever you're doing, I don't know if it's like you moving up in the company, or you starting a company, or you changing jobs. Listen to your intuition, make the choice. It looks like you may not want to make it, but it is going to elevate you. You've got elevation all over the board. And I haven't seen this on 12. I've done 12 signs. This is the craziest elevation I've seen. Honestly, it's pretty powerful. I'm not going to lie. And I just saw manifestation as I did that. Make a manifestation board. That works. I have proof sitting outside, right? It does work. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So again, there's a need for you to watch out, take caution, have your boundaries up. Don't just jump into a relationship before they show you who they truly are, right? Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, okay? Some of you need to work on your health, and then you got fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So again, I said there might be two people. Someone has to tell you something. I think that's your Tower, right? Okay, I'm going to pull some of these and see if this tells us any more. What can I do for Scorpio? How can I help them? How can I guide them? What do they need to know? What is going on here? And this could just be Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Look at relationship connection, missing you, thinking about you. You might have a couple people missing you, thinking about you. If you're working on yourself, you're looking good, okay? Someone could have been a player, or they're strategically trying to plan how to come in. Or this is you. I think some of you may not take one of these offers back. There is somebody that looks like you broke up forever. Look at healing, releasing. Healing and releasing. Heal the past, release it. Work on the past, release it. This person was wearing a mask. They didn't show you their true self. They could have been a player. Okay. I didn't see that on the tarot cards, but I mean the player's there. But they could just be strategically trying to figure out how to come in or whatever. Look at divine feminine, divine masculine. Two different kinds of cards, but they're still on the table, which is not easy to get, Then look at, you got secret admirer. Some of you don't even know who this person is. Twin flame. I told you. This had twin flame proposals all over it. But there could have been a friend, a family member, somebody that didn't want you guys to be together, which is usually people don't want people to be happy. We don't know why. They just are like that, which is annoying. But at the end of the day, we all got free will. We all can make our own decisions for ourselves, right? Okay. Looks like this person's done. You've helped this person probably more than you know. And you the same. Right? I think you made this person realize that they may have had an ego pride problem. Okay. They need to grow up. Okay. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. Again, this may not move forward for some of you, right? Everyone's story is going to be different. Or that's the negative connection. You're just going to keep it at a friend's and you're not going to move forward. Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Again, we have to make sure we are giving to those that are givers. Do not give to takers. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you into a new person. Again, baggage, emotional baggage can weigh you down and weigh down a relationship. So unpack it, right? There's a need to make sure we heal. That way we do not pick the same type of people as we did when we weren't healed, right? Okay. And maybe you guys have healed together through the separation. For those of you guys that have been in separation. Knight of Pentacles. But this person has really, really done work, or you both have. It's pretty impressive. And the blessings that will come from that are going to be beautiful. I mean, that tower is beautiful. That tower is beautiful. They could have just bought a new home, or you could have just bought a new home. Look at, someone may never come in, right? I would never tell you to wait for anybody, especially if it's a twin flame. You have to listen to your intuition and your heart. That will tell you what to do, okay? But somebody is overthinking love, so they will miss out on it. This is what happens. When you overthink love, you will miss out on it. There is a Knight of Pentacles coming in, okay? Someone here with the Hermit is overthinking love and is scared to communicate, okay? They're overthinking everything. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. There's a message here, but she's not looking at him. Turning away, not available. So you might be saying no to offers, and so is this person. Okay, so you guys could be waiting for each other. For some of you, just follow your heart and your intuition. You're going to know. Too many. Can I get clarification on this Knight of Pentacles, please? You know, do we get heartbroken with our heart? Yes. But would you? The regret is worse. I promise you that. Seven of Swords. There's not talking. It's a standoff. You both could have ego or stubborn problems. You know. Someone needs that. Oh, they could have had an ego death, right? Ego will kill a lot of things in your life. It'll kill many opportunities. Believe that. This is giving in, and then he leaves her. This person's scared that they're going to communicate, and then you're going to leave them, or you're not going to take them back. Okay? They are scared to come towards you with that Queen of Swords. They know they're going to get their ass handed to them. Listen, what is it? You know, depending on the situation. Come on. It's not that serious. Thinking about someone else old flame. Yeah. See, you're denying offers here, and or they are, because you're thinking about each other. And I think that either you or them are overthinking this connection way too much. Look at that tower. Jealousy, and this person could be jealous. You know, it could just be really care about each other, and so you want it, you know, you're worried that they're gonna have another connection. I just don't think that that is the case. I think that we are both longing for each other here, right? I think there is an ego pride maybe thing going on. There is a standoff for the people that are broken up and split up, okay? And then are waiting for this person. I do think there will be communication. You might snub them off at first or like be coy, but you really want them. Okay. Scorpio, I wish you nothing but the best. Damn, that was a long reading. God bless.